Um, so we'll kind of just go over what's going on right now within the course. Right now, I think you're realizing that initially we're almost closing up. Everything else, pretty much everything is kind of pretty much this is I think the last. Initially go over kind of the syllabus, what is pretty much what I'm pretty much looking at right now. So let me do a screen share. So you should be able to see this right here. So if you go all the way down, we're kind of just closing up everything right now. This is the last week. Everything should be turned in by the 21st. Because right now you have your reflection paper, and then you also have your library research paper and discussion 10. Again, for the latter end, bear in mind that's how it's kind of set up, where at the latter end, I'm just accepting primarily whatever after midterm week. I think that's one of the things we kind of talked about, and even that's noted in my syllabus, where initially a lot of the discussion questions, you have that leeway, you have a little bit of leeway, but again, if you had not turned in anything and it's past the 21st, I will not be accepting anything after that. From that point on, I'll just be simply crunching grades and everything else. Unless you did let me know in terms of kind of just giving me a heads up in terms of if there's different things that kind of not done the work and you simply just want an extension. And again, unless it's a valid reason, again, these are primarily just for medical emergencies, stuff like that. And also the excuse of I have multiple classes and everything else is not valid due to the fact that you knew what courses you were going to take, and also due to the part that it is your responsibility to keep up to date on a lot of your courses. So again, that's one of the things I kind of have to reiterate. I've had students simply say, well, I have multiple courses and everything else. Again, that's college life. In addition to that, I would recommend to really map out your courses if that's the case. If you need, take lesser courses. So again, that's one of the things I kind of had to reiterate time and time again. So within that, bear in mind, right now, I'm pretty much just looking at grading your library research papers, which are due by the 21st. Again, that's 3 to 4 pages. I don't think it's a lot because it's different from a 5-page paper. So within that, you still have 3 to 4 pages. Bear in mind, make sure you stay within that parameter. I've had students try to write a whole book, and I don't need a whole book. In addition to that, make sure that's 3 to 5 pages of written work. I've had students that simply said, oh, okay, this is 3 to 5 pages. And if it's included, say, for example, if you have your cover page and then you only wrote 2 pages of written work, and then you have your reference page at the end, and you're like, that's 4 pages. That's not 4 pages. If you read my syllabus, you'll find that 3 to 4 pages means 3 to 4 pages of written work. So again, this is, I don't count the cover page and I don't count the reference page in that 3 to 4 page element. So bear in mind that I won't be grading them until the 21st. I want to make sure that everybody turns in their work and everything else, and it gives them that time. And then you have your reflection paper. So your reflection paper is also due. Don't forget about that. That's listed, I believe, in your discussion page. So you'll find that there at the last portion. Again, I always look at the reflection paper as just an easy 20 points. So again, it gives you time to kind of reflect on the course and everything else, what things that you learned, what things, and again, within that, I utilize a lot of the reflection papers as notations for me to make the course better and everything else. I really do take those pretty seriously. In addition to that, I've had students, comment on that saying, well, there was just too much work and I can't really change that. The reason why I can't change that is you are now in a four-year institution. Therefore, a four-year institution, the information and everything else is going to be a lot harder versus a simply just a two-year institution or a two-year community college. The fact that this is now a four-year institution, bear in mind that the information is going to be a little bit higher. There's going to be a little bit more required of you. So again, that's one of the things I always look at. So again, I try to keep this pretty short. So this will be uploaded and everything else. If you have any questions, let me know. So again, this is kind of the last week and everything else, but I commend all of you for pretty rigorous. And again, for a lot of the courses that I teach, and I think other students have had them before, and if you had, they know that I pretty much try to really push each student to the best of their ability, because I believe that each student is capable of submitting quality work. So within that, if you have any questions, email me, send me a text or anything else. That'll be it for today. Be awesome, be amazing. And I think that's it for today. So I will stop sharing and I will end the recording.